Hi everybody, this is Michael Jones from 360 Virtual Drone Services in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Today I wanted to share with you a kind of a hack and kind of shortcut and a low budget way to get a few things that's offered on the Mavic 2 Enterprise. So the Mavic 2 Enterprise came out, and obviously they're gearing and aiming more towards search and rescue and helping law enforcement agencies out and rescue teams out. They added a loudspeaker on top of the Mavic 2 Enterprise. And you can control that through the app with pre-recorded sound samples, sound bites, and then you can play those or loop those when you fly the drone to the people. Maybe you need to get the message to in a flood, or maybe on top floor of a fire. You can advise them what to do to stay safe, or advise them that you're sending a rescue team after them. They also added a spotlight attachment on top of the Mavic 2 Enterprise to also assist in search and rescue. So this is the Mavic Pro. And this is version 1. Version 2, of course, is the Mavic 2 Enterprise that I mentioned. And I wanted a couple of the attachments, but I didn't have the money to justify buying any of the Mavic 2 Enterprise drones. So the first thing they had, as I mentioned, they had the spotlight on it to aid in search and rescue. So what I did is I came up with I went to Walmart and I got a headband spotlight, and I modified the battery compartment. I also modified the bracket on it, and I modified the bracket holding the light onto the headband. And of course I cut the headband off. It runs on 2 AA's, I think it was. I actually attached jewel lock to the bottom of this. You can get this at Walmart or Lowe's. It's a little bit stronger, a little bit more secure than Velcro. And then I attached this to the Mavic Pro. And then what you have is you have a spotlight now on top of the Mavic Pro. This does not interfere with the compass. It does not interfere with the weight. It's flying. It takes about a minute off the time, even if that. It is very bright. I'm not sure if you can tell in the daylight or in the studio here, but it's very bright outside. It also has a strobe. So anyway, and then that pops off with a jewel lock. The second feature that the Mavic 2 Enterprise offered was a loudspeaker that you could attach to the top of the drone. As I mentioned, you could fly to people maybe needing to be rescued and advise them what to do, or advise them what you guys are planning to do, and to tell them maybe to sit tight. So I went to Walmart and I bought these two-way radios. So they were about $20. Of course, they have like a 2-mile range. I went in and hacked this, came out the output of the speaker, and I attached it to a Altec Lansing Bluetooth speaker. It's a very tiny speaker. I'll have the model and everything in the links below the video. I did the same thing here. I modified the bracket on the speaker, and I created a bracket on the speaker using a little horseshoe mount from a DSLR camera. And then I attached jewel lock to both of these. This attaches in the exact same place on the Mavic Pro in the front. I got ridiculed online. People said, it's going to crash and you're going to get all sorts of warnings. I did get a magnetic interference warning at a couple of different places I tried, but here was the ending. It's up front. Let me tell you, Altec Lansing, they've always made great computer speakers. I guess they're venturing off into other things now. This is a Bluetooth speaker. It has an 1/8" jack, so I'm coming out of this. I'm not using the Bluetooth. Coming out of the radio, going into the speaker with an 1/8" audio jack. And then I can actually talk live from this radio to this. We've tested in the field. I'll try to get some video example of what that's like. And also I'll try to get some video example of the spotlight at nighttime as well, and show that to you. As far as this 2-mile range, we're not going to be flying 2 miles, but if you need to go to a top of a building or over to an area where people were trapped, maybe for a flood or something similar to that, you could talk live. We've tested this. This thing is extremely loud, and it is very clear. There is absolutely no problems hearing or understanding what the person is saying. It does not interfere, like I said. As you can see, it's balanced out pretty well. It doesn't affect the flight. This actually affects the battery time a little bit more. This speaker weighs a little bit more, but the battery, the magnet on the battery is far enough up, it does not affect it. The propellers do not hit. I've tested this thing over and over. I'm sure in the long run, maybe it has a little bit more wear on the motors than a normal flight without any payload. But it's a cheap way to have a couple of things, and I'm not going to be flying these things all the time. But I wanted these features, and I wanted these 2 attachments, and I didn't have the money to go get the Mavic 2 Enterprise. So this is what I came up with. I think I did all this for like 40 bucks. I can't remember the weight of these, but they were you wouldn't believe, like, this is, you can hardly feel it. It's next to nothing. It was a headband light. So the batteries are kind of the only weight in this. And then the speaker is, it wasn't a lot. But anyway, we've been flying it for a while. It does fine. I just wanted to share with you guys, if you guys were kind of hackers and got bored and had hobbies and of making little things and hacking into things, you could do that. And then the Mavic Pro, of course, has just got the jewel lock 2 strips here, so it doesn't change the look, it doesn't make it ugly, you don't have brackets hanging off of it or anything like that. So I just want to share that with you guys. If you guys are looking to get search and rescue, or maybe if you just want to have the ability to offer those services and not have to go spend the $2 to $3 grand for the Mavic 2 Enterprise, and maybe it's a good break-in way to offer those services and see who's interested, so you know if that would be a great investment to invest into a Mavic 2 Enterprise. Alright, so I was going to come out and show you how well the Mavic Pro 1 flew with the additional attachment. We'll fly the Mavic out. I'll stand over there and give you a message through the Mavic. We'll fly the Mavic up here so you can hear how clear it is. So anyway, take a look. So anyway, guys, again, drones are great. I always say it, don't pay attention and don't focus all on the negative media that you see on the news about people doing bad things with drones. Of course, as all you people say with guns, it's not the guns, it's the people behind it. So it's the pilots behind it that are up to the bad things. And there's plenty of great and awesome pilots that are good people, and they're trying to make a good business and a good career out of this thing by offering technology to different industries that make things easier and safer by using unmanned systems. So guys, take care, man. We'll talk to you later. Peace.